Hello YouTube, it's the Ian and Jane show again. Here we are, this is day 19, show 2.
Day 19?
No, it's not day 19.
9. You suddenly added 10 days.
Yeah, sorry, it's day 9, you're not 19. Already the days are melding into one. It's Saturday anyway. Second show of the day, and this was André and Dorine. And it's theatre, physical theatre mime at the Assembly Rooms Ballroom at 3:15 on the afternoon. Now you're going to have to be quick for this because it finishes tomorrow. It was an hour and 25 minutes. It's one of the longer pieces, and I thought it was going to be puppets, and it wasn't. It was actors wearing I think they're papier-mâché type heads.
Well, I'm just going to.
Yeah, sure.
In
fact, no. I'll try and.
Hopefully, you can see that.
And I, for a good percentage of it, I wondered how many actors there were. I won't say how many actors there were, but because there's multiple roles going on. I think you liked it better than me.
Very much so. I could.
So. Okay, you could tell.
I could tell.
I just think it's not my sort of theatre, if I'm honest. It's not that I didn't think it was very good. I thought it was very, very good. But it just really wasn't for me. So I would say completely dismiss. I mean, and what I will say is, dismiss my opinion on it. Take Jane's.
Well, no, because we always say that everybody's opinion
is different. Yeah, exactly. But actually, I am certainly in the minority on this show because there were quite a few standing ovations at the end of it.
It was a huge. I mean, they had to come out 3 times and actually quieten the audience.
So I am in the minority here, and I appreciate that. But it wasn't for me.
Right. Well, I'm just going to read what intrigued me. It's through movement and masks, this deeply emotional and non-verbal work follows a pair of elderly artists, André and Dorine, a show without borders which in 13 years has been performed in over 30 countries worldwide. Does it say about what happened?
There's a few. No, it doesn't really. We've got some reviews on the Fringe website, which
because I couldn't remember why.
It says the same as you, like the show without borders.
Well,
it doesn't tell you what happens.
Right. Well,
and I don't think we should either.
It's a bit difficult to talk about it then.
Yeah.
But it's.
Oh well, it does say there is one more thing. It does say it's deeply emotional, non-verbal work. Follows a pair of elderly artists as a disease forces them to relive and reinvent their love.
Yeah.
That's not in there.
No.
But obviously, that's probably what we should hang on to, the fact that there is a disease.
Yeah.
One of them.
I think we can talk about what that is.
Well, what do you think it is?
Well, it's dementia.
Right. Yeah, because at first I thought it was a cancer, but then it becomes very clear that it's dementia. Yeah. For one of them, I don't think.
And I think it was brilliantly done. I mean, yes, they've got sort of overlarge heads, but on normal bodies, but it doesn't look weird. It looks completely right. And what is very strange is that obviously because the masks don't move, I don't know how they've done it, but the expressions of the face,
body, isn't it?
You're almost imagining that the face does have expressions, but actually it's how they move their heads, it's what they do with the rest of their bodies that, and there's no speaking. It is completely non-verbal. And it just shows you, it just demonstrates how much you pick up from those that non-verbal communication. It's absolutely brilliant. And it's quite subtle, the changes in behaviour. And it takes it right through to the end. and it shows, how it affects the person that's experiencing these changes. It then shows very strongly how it affects the family, how people who are incredibly involved with the family, i.e. the son, at one point there's a scene, a very poignant scene, because he wasn't witnessing what was happening prior to him coming into the room, and completely not understanding. But we know what has just gone on. And it's about, with dementia in particular, how families, how the main carer is affected, and then requiring help. But there was lovely, there was sort of these looking back to earlier lives, and it reminds you that the person, of what the person was before, and what they were capable of. And it was really, really well done. I mean, I had tears in my eyes on several occasions, and so did the lady next to me. And the reaction at the end, the applause just went on and on and on. It was, yeah. I mean, obviously, the subject matter isn't something that everybody's interested in. But I think those people who had an interest, or I don't know, a fascination with mime, I don't know why they were there. But it was very, very well done. And I think a lot of people will have gone away with thinking about it, and it was incredibly emotional.
I think my only thoughts are that I thought it was slightly too long. It is very gentle, but there's obviously a really serious subject as it unfolds. The humour is gentle. It's until things start to develop. I did become slightly irritated with the same piece of accordion music being played all the time.
Okay.
There's really a lot of the time there's just like one piece of music which it seems right at the beginning, but it doesn't really change that much. You just hear it over and over again. And just towards the end, I was sort of hoping for, I would have liked to hear other music used. But that's, like I say, I am in the minority in this show, really, and I'm quite happy to accept that. But it's not for me. It's not. It wasn't well done. It was well done, but it's just really not for me.
I mean, it's interesting. It says it's a show without borders, because you can show it anywhere. I mean, it's the Calunca.
They're Spanish.
Teatro, and what was lovely was that they came out with the masks on, and then they came out without.
Yeah.
So it was great to see them, and they don't usually say anything, but I think that they were quite overwhelmed by the response, so they did actually speak, and I took from that they were Spanish.
Well, they said they were Spanish.
Sorry,
yeah.
beg your pardon. Sorry, yeah, they said they came from Catalonia.
Yeah.
So yes, of course they did.
Its suitability is 12 plus.
Yeah.
So it's not for kids really, because it's a serious subject.
Yeah.
Like I say, it finishes tomorrow,
sadly,
which is Sunday, 20th. But clearly, it will be back again because it's been going around the world to some extent. So you may get a chance to see it.
Yeah.
It's £16 full price, £15 concession, and it's on at 3:15 in the afternoon.
So if it does sort of get your interest, you can't make it tomorrow, then I think, like Ian said, that they will probably be back next year. So
look out for it.
Look out
for it. It may.
It might be touring.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know, but it's André and Dorine.
By what was the name again of the company? The
Calunca Teatro.
Teatro, right. We forgot to do the.
We did.
The stars.
So we're remedying
We're
that.
remedying that. I'm going to give it a good 3.
And I'm going to give it a very, very good 4.
And so it's a 4-star review. So thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.